Sarah, with the use of AI, a student might not really understand the tells that are in the results of the product, the results and proceeds from the AI. Do you feel like that generative AI is going to have a thumbprint that's going to be recognizable, like to your professors? Is that?
Yeah, so actually I've already kind of encountered a couple situations where that's happened. One of my former professors teaches the same class every semester, and I knew someone who was in the class the semester after who ended up using ChatGPT to like work on one of the papers. And the professor emailed him and like four other students being like, hey, all of you had pretty much the same, flow to your paper and the same ideas that closed it out, in a way that was really marked that it was generated. And so, he was like, I'm not doing anything about this now, but it's clear that especially if you're inputting a question, like an essay topic, it does get watermarked, even if it's not in the way that we're trying to legislate AI to be watermarked, I think.
So Sarah, I think that's a really interesting point, and can you dive a little deeper on that? Because I have noticed that too, where you start to see the patterns in how the AI generates something, whether it is a essay or even an image or something of that nature. You can, after you've done it a few times, you can spot those patterns. And certainly I know that the big tech companies are trying to put out software that detects AI images and AI written content so that they can differentiate between the two. And so professors can catch plagiarizing students or students that are using AI. But what did you see when you were walking through the policy side of this? Was that addressed at all? Was that of an interest to them at all, being able to distinguish?
Yeah, I'd say that watermarking, it definitely isn't quite in current policy yet, at least current policy proposals, but especially when people have been talking about what they're looking to legislate when it comes to AI, watermarking has been a huge, huge thing. Right now, all it is kind of forced disclosure, I think, of the use of AI in synthetic materials, especially in things like videos and campaign advertisements. But I think that watermarking really seems like a large priority, and I think I don't want to say it's one of the easier things to regulate because there's so much when it comes to, other people copying AI kind of methods and building their own software that doesn't watermark. AI is a huge rabbit hole, but I think at least there's a way to standardize it for larger companies that are used more frequently.